See that diamond there? Oh, that was pretty nice. Nice maneuvering there. Check this out. Ooh, ooh. Oh, geez. How's it going, everybody? My name's the All Goofer, and this is episode 11 of my Let's Play series. So in my last episode, we built up this little shop and house here, which I just think turned out great. We also got a little bit of this road put in and connected it over to the other side, and then put some little details here and there along the path. And down here, we got a little prison for our allies, where they can sit and sulk until I need their help. I said with the shop last episode that I wanted to make it into a player home and be able to store stuff here on this side of the map, as my main base where I'm storing everything at the moment is all the way over on that side. And well, to be honest, I just don't think this is going to be enough room. As far as serving the purpose of being able to store stuff here and kind of make it a major storage area, I just don't think that this is going to cut it. I've done a little something here off camera. I've set up a new storage base that I think is going to work a lot better. This is going to be my new main bulk storage area. And I've got cool plans, I think, to make this fit into the city more as like a factory. So I kind of want some like pulley systems, and we'll just see where it goes. We'll serve the purpose on the interior as our main storage, which I think will work just fine. I built this up before I had the main path running straight through here. And so I think what I'm gonna do now is have this road here is gonna fork off into two roads, one going over that way and the other one following along this way. All here in the center, I plan on making connected or semi-connected buildings. That way we can create a really long road here and a cool strip going down here. I also want to add, of course, houses on this side of the road, as well as buildings on this side of the road, which means I'll probably end up having to terraform this mountain quite a bit, but that's okay. Up to this point, building this whole town, I really haven't had any ideas for how it was going to go. I just started throwing buildings up, and I kind of have ideas where I want to put the next one. But as far as actually just mapping things out, I haven't done a good job with that. So hopefully maybe I'll get some more mapping out done here, but having this road going along either side is at least going to be a start and give me a direction to continue growing this town. First thing I want to do is gather the materials I'm going to need for this building. I want to bring this building more back in style with most of the ones we have here, so it's going to be pretty similar to this. Although this jut out here, I'm thinking maybe stone brick? We'll see. Also, I haven't put any towers on here, and I think a nice spot for tower could be right here, or maybe even on this side. We'll see. But I definitely want to put a tower here somewhere. Once I start building it up and start getting an idea for how I want the inside, that usually will depend where I want my tower to go, as my towers are 90% of the time a staircase in order to get up to the second floor. So that'll kind of depend, but I do want to get a tower in here. So I'm gonna need more calcite, which really stinks because I don't have much, and still up to this point in the world I have not found one of those calcite mountains, and I've traveled pretty far in all directions, reasonably far anyway, and I've not come across one. I might just have to take a mining adventure and just hope to run across some amethyst geodes. That'll probably be my best bet, but I shouldn't need too much. Just one geode will probably be enough for this build. And the other thing, and I don't know why I'm deciding this now, but I think I want the floor out of this building to be copper, and I want it to be the fully oxidized copper. Before I start gathering all the blocks I'm going to need for this, I'm going to start by making a little copper plantation to slowly oxidize my copper while I'm gathering all the materials, and hopefully by the end of the build it'll all be done and ready to be placed in. And as you can see just over this hill, that at the moment is all of my copper. I do have a little bit more copper stored up in a barrel in my mining house, but definitely not enough. This will be more than enough. So I guess to kick this off, I'm gonna go ahead and tear down this whole pillar. Okay, so I actually managed to get a ton of copper. So as you can see, this is totally full. This one's pretty much full. I'm cheating here. This is my iron slot, my gold slot, but we need copper and we need it fast. So we're slowly making copper here. As you can see, I already had quite a bit in here, but this is gonna last me a long time. So hopefully I won't have to do that for a while. I suppose what I'll do now is see how many copper blocks I can make with all of this, as well as this. And I already have a stack, so honestly I probably didn't need to do all this. Okay, so I've got a bunch of copper blocks. I'm gonna go oxidize all of these, and then I'm gonna leave the rest of these just as normal copper blocks, because I do like using this color of copper as well. But for this particular build, I'm gonna be using the fully oxidized. That field's looking pretty good. As you can see, some of that copper is already oxidizing, so that's going pretty fast. In the meantime, while I wait for that to oxidize, I'm going to start collecting the materials I need for this build. I've got most everything I'm going to need except calcite. So I guess I'm going to go on a little mining adventure and see if I can't find a few geodes to mine up and get myself a bunch of calcite. We finally came across our first geode. So I'm going to go ahead and mine that up, but I kind of want to see, so yeah, I see that diamond there. Oh, that was pretty nice. Nice maneuvering there. Check this out. Ooh, ooh. Oh, oh, geez. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I shouldn't be allowed to play Minecraft. Alright, let's see how much we got here. 1, 2, 3. Is it just 3? Looks like it. Alright, 3's fine. That turned into 7, so that's pretty cool. Let's see if there's any more diamonds around here. So I've searched this place a decent amount, and this is the only other diamond I could find, and it looks like it's just 1. Oh, nope, look at that, see? Always dig around diamonds now. Alright, I think that's good. Alright, I'm gonna go back and find that. Oh, there's another diamond just right in front of me. Oh, and there's more! Oh my gosh. That might have just been the luckiest fail fly into a wall. What are the odds that it'd have 2 different diamond ores here? The other one's way up there. Let's grab this. Oh, this one was just 1. And that one looks like it just had 2. But in total now we just got 21 diamonds, so that's pretty cool. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and mine this geode. I think I've got most the obvious diamonds out of here. Right, so I've cleared out this geode, and that's almost 3 stacks, not quite as much as I'd hoped for, but that should be plenty to finish this build. So I think I'm just going to call it at that and go start building. I've got all of our stuff right here, just a lot of it's just random various stuff that I've collected from the previous builds. So with all that stuff, I should be good to go, and I'm going to go ahead and start working on this building. Like usual, I'll be back when I have some progress. A little bit of a progress update. As you can see, I've got a decent bit done here. I've kind of got the heights figured out. I've got a lot of the detail and stuff done on these walls, this whole section of the building, and I'm really liking the way that this building's turning out. I think so far the main thing I like about it is how nothing is built on grid. This entire building, as you can see, is built on a slight diagonal. So this section coming out here is on a slight diagonal, and then this main structure here, as you can see, is fully on a slight diagonal. And I just think this is looking so cool. Apart from everything being on a slight diagonal, then we've got like this tower here, which is on grid, I guess, but because it's rounded, it gives it just another kind of interesting variable. So I think this building has just a lot of interesting things for the eye to look at going on that you're really not used to seeing in Minecraft, like these diagonals and stuff. This is just really motivating me to really build this up and make it look as cool as I possibly can. because I'm just loving all of these just weird shapes that are going on, and yet it feels very organic, but you know, it's a structure. All around, very happy with this. Now I think what I'm gonna do over here, I've been thinking about this, and I think at some point I want to add another slight diagonal bit going this way. That's not how it's actually gonna be. So there'll be another face that's going to come off this way, and I think it's probably going to connect to another building. Like I said, I want this whole strip down the middle of these two roads to feel very connected. Although I'm going to have, I think, a big open gate kind of a thing here, so that you can walk through this building and get to this side of the road. Don't know if that makes any sense, but that's going to be my plan. And then having this corner here is going to allow me to build another tower here, because the tower that I have on that side is very short, and I really like the look of it. I haven't done any in this village short towers like that. On this side I want it to be a nice large tower. I think it's going to look really cool. So that's kind of the direction I think I'm going to move with it now. I'm going to finish up this whole face here, and then start bringing this wall, connect it here, finish up that whole face. And then I'm going to figure out exactly how I want this section to come off of it, and where exactly I want that tower to be. But you can see I've also done a ton of terraforming work here. So the land was all raised up so that these iron blocks were sitting just, you know, on top of the grass. So as you can see, I've torn out like 2 to 3 layers all throughout here, and then all up here I completely wiped out another like 2 or 3 layers just to make the terrain look a little cleaner, and because I want the village to slowly kind of go down rather than before all this land was kind of causing it to rise up a little bit, which I thought was going to look weird being that this whole area here is dipped down. Obviously I'm going to do a lot of terraforming in here, but I think it's just going to look better if I kind of slowly bring the village down 1 block, 1 block, 1 block as you go. That way everything's not on a flat surface. This building I think is turning out great, so I'm not going to waste any more time. I'm going to keep building this up. It is a sad day here on my world, as I just ran out of calcite, and literally that little bit there was the last little bit for the whole building. I think that would have done me like literally 11 more pieces of calcite. So now I have to go find a whole nother geode in order to get those few pieces of calcite. So that's just fantastic. I'm gonna go do that, but other than that, I think this is looking pretty cool. I got the tower put in here, and I'm really happy with the way that this tower turned out. I think that looks really nice up there. And then I've got this section here kind of made. I think I want to put jungle wood on it, so it'll have a roof like that, just to differentiate the roof colors here and the variety around the town. And then of course this building needs an interior. I guess I'm gonna go find another geode and then build this roof up, fill that wall in, and then start the interior. Oh, there one is. Right? That's a geode. Oh yes. Oh yes, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness. Alright, and just like that, I think I'm done with the exterior for now. I think I'm just going to leave this side as is. I know that doesn't look very good at all. In fact, I might just close it off flat. Right here, I'm going to add a building on this side, just straight connecting to it. For now, I'm just going to live with that eyesore. But as far as the exterior goes, I'm pretty happy with this. I definitely need to add some more details around little bushes, barrels. I need to bring the chorister in throughout here, add some carts, things like that. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Adding all the small details after you get the structure in is honestly my favorite part of the building process, because right now the building just stands alone on its own. It doesn't fit into the village at all, and it kind of looks terrible. But once you bring just the chorister and some of those little fine details to make the paths look walked and to make the village put into the setting, it just adds so much. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. And then we've got a whole interior to do. Oh my gosh. Oh no, oh no, 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 no. Oh geez, okay. Anyway guys, I'm gonna get detail in this whole area out. Some big changes that I decided not to go with is before we had the road going through here onto the other side. I'm just trying to keep away from it feeling super chaotic and like, oh, I gotta go this way and that way and that way. It kind of keeps the options a little more limited, I think, keeping the player going, you know, down the main roads, I guess. I blocked that road off with a nice little cobblestone wall and a custom tree because I don't have actually any custom trees in my village, and I aim to change that. That was my attempt at making an aspen tree, and I think it looks pretty good. As you can see, I've also got this cart of mud here right next to our little pulley system that's lifting the mud up and kind of drying it into a clay or whatever. The idea here is instead of a cart with product that's going out of the town to places or whatever, or to the market district or whatnot, I want it to look like this cart kind of just came in from a mangrove swamp and is now supplying the mason, which of course is me since I'm the builder here, with a fresh load of mud to dry out and used for their masonry needs. I've got the pathway all put in here. I've got this little kind of pulley thing shelf up there to store some stuff. I just thought it looked cool. Functionally, I don't actually know if that's a good idea, but you know what? It looks cool. It makes the side a little more interesting, something unique there. I got the road going in and under this, which again, there'll be a building there, so you won't just be able to walk around this. This will kind of be the shortcut if you're trying to get to this side of the town, which is a big shortcut because at the moment, like I said, I blocked that off so you can't get through there. To get over in this section right now, you have to go under there. And I'm going to bring this path around, probably take this tree out and connect it up here so that you can also access it from this side, so it's not completely cut off, being that this is going to be the main entrance for the interior. Oh, let's just leave that for now. That's what I'm going to be working on next. But overall, I think this is looking really cool. I got some copper blocks there because I guess a mason would be working with all different types of stones, you know, copper included. Just really like the way that this little kind of courtyard feels right here. It's very lush, and I like to look at it. I think it looks so nice, and I can't tell you guys how pleased I am with how this whole build turned out. I just think it looks so cool. Yeah, pretty much that's it, and this is the view kind of coming from the road up into the village, and I think this is looking really cool. I love the way that this has turned out. Couldn't have turned out any better in my mind. And now we get to see it in the rain. Okay, and now it is time to do the interior here, and I'm excited to see what I can come up with. I want this to be a fully functional player home with a very large bulk storage. I want to make the floor out of this nice bluish, I guess it's a turquoise more, copper block, and it looks like all of my copper is fully oxidized, so I'm just gonna grab all this. That really sucks. I completely underestimated the amount of copper I was gonna need. So I was pretty off on the amount of copper I was gonna need. I thought it would be a lot less for some reason. So I'm just gonna go ahead and borrow this fully oxidized copper here from my villager trader. And just like that, interior finished. But let me show you a little look around. We got our little entry room here. That's the staircase that's gonna go upstairs. I'll show you that in a second. Go through here, we've got this little space. I've connected this to this little overhang area just so that there could be an entrance in this way, and then when I get this building put in, there'll be an entrance there into that one as well, just so I can get through faster. So this room at the moment, I'm using it as my little workshop as I build to store my stuff so that I don't have to leave all these shulkers in the street. And then right here we've got a little kitchen, so stove area where I can smelt my things. We got some crops growing. Here I've got a little pantry, which I really like. Little things like that make me happy. And then going upstairs here, we've got this little just living area. I don't exactly know what this would be. I just kind of piled it with books and called it good. If you don't know what to do with a room, do this. Then we got a little hallway here that goes around. Got a little closet in there. Not really a closet, but I guess a little, well, maybe it is like a little broom closet. I don't know. And then we got my bedroom here, which has its own little closet right here. Armor stand. I've got a full enchanted set of netherite gear that I'll put on that. It's in my other house right now. I just haven't gotten it. And then I've got a little bit of storage for my kind of stuff. And then all the way up the tower at the moment, and I'm going to change this because I don't like this. Let me show you this real quick. So I set it up as a little enchanting room. And it's not going to stay this way because, like I said, I don't really like this. And I'm actually going to build a part 2 to this house. Basically, I don't think it's big enough. And for being an endgame house, I think it needs to be at least twice the size of this. As you can see here, the little storage that I managed to get out of here is definitely not enough. This is much smaller than my old storage. So I'll keep this, but I'm definitely going to be making another attachment onto this here at the very bottom. Like I said, I was going to put a building here, and that is going to be attached to this building. So I actually think I'm going to revamp a lot of this. This is probably going to go a lot higher. That way I can walk through this top area from that second story over to this building. I just really want this house to feel super grand, and it does feel pretty grand at the moment, but I think I can make it a lot better. And like I said, this is an endgame house, and this isn't looking very endgame in my opinion. So I'm gonna do better than this. This is gonna be part 1 of this build, so I'm definitely gonna make this huge. I kind of want it to resemble maybe like a small castle. I do want it to feel very big and very grand, so I think I'm gonna change a lot of things and build this up, but that'll be in the next episode. If you made it this far, thank you for watching the whole video, or at least skipping to the end to see the end results. If you haven't already, please subscribe and like this video, leave a comment, let me know what you guys think. I love hearing feedback, it's encouraging and it helps me out a ton. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.